The week began in Daleville, Virginia, where my friends and I were taking a break at a hostel for what we thought would be only one night. Yesterday, my friends and I stopped in Beach Hill, spelled like Beach Hill, hostel, for the night, we were thinking. But this morning, 2 of the 6 of us are sick, so we're going to stay an extra day because our friends need to rest up. We don't want them to be hiking, feeling awful. So that was really such a, I don't want to say anyone being sick is a blessing in disguise, but it worked out really well for me personally because I was so tired, and it's hard to admit to yourself and to other people, I guess, when you need a break. No one else is acting like they need a break. It's hard to be like, hey guys, what do you think? But I'm really glad it worked out like that. Hopefully my friends will heal up soon, but it's nice to have an extra day of rest when you weren't expecting it. I spent my day working on videos, but also enjoyed the homey ambiance of being in a small hostel. It rained in the afternoon, and instead of hiking in wet shoes, I was laying in a big, dry bed. It was awesome. But after dinner, I wasn't feeling so hot. It's been a restful and productive day. However, we did have an incident. I threw up. I don't know if it's as bad as what my friends have, because I feel like I'm still in a silly, goofy mood like usual right now. It kind of feels like before I was implying that I was happy my friends were sick because I got a 0 day. I just want to be on record saying I was not happy they were sick. I was just happy about the 0 day. Okay? Karma, if you're listening. I threw up 2 times in the night. Now I'm feeling fine, but who knows what'll happen when I eat breakfast. Also, there's only a porta potty here. There's no indoor bathroom, so not the most ideal location to be sick.
I walked around and saw everyone playing inside.
Well, after breakfast, I didn't throw up again, so I guess I'm not sick enough to stay. I am still really tired, and I don't feel 100% good. Like, I have a little bit of, not nausea, but my stomach doesn't feel great. I have a little bit of a headache, and I'm just so tired. The past week, I've been thinking, man, if I could just have a 0 day, that would fix everything. And it really didn't. I still am exhausted. But the reason we're still going on is because if you took a break every time you were exhausted, maybe that would be too much. You know, you have to have some line of like, yes, it sucks, but I'm going on anyway.
Who would you rather give a piggyback ride to? Jim Carrey's The Grinch or Mike Myers' Cat in the Hat?
The Cat in the Hat scares me.
The Cat in the Hat.
I would say The Grinch.
The Cat in the Hat.
Get the carbs, get me going quick, and just keep me burning them off.
The sugars.
We are taking a little break, and I got out my sit pad, and that led to me laying down on my sit pad, and now I can't ever move again. Too tired.
It is getting brighter. If you're wanting to get rid of one, if that's where this is going, then
Came to this shelter for a break from the rain. Now I already have my bed stuff set up, and I'm not leaving.
A resupply, wait.
What a night. First of all, when I was unpacking my stuff, I realized I forgot my Ziploc bag of toiletries, which included my retainers that cost like $200. And so this whole time I've been thinking I lose stuff, but actually finding it somewhere else I didn't expect. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So I called up Beach Hill Hostel, where I just stayed, and Beth, the caretaker, bless her heart, like thanks so much if you ever see this, Beth, but she looked through the trash to find my retainers. Someone else that worked there thought it was just a bag of toiletries someone left behind, took all the toiletries out and put them in the hiker box, and threw my retainers away. And I don't know, if I ever saw an exact mold of someone's teeth, I'd think, this was probably custom made, this was probably expensive, I wouldn't throw it away. But I don't know, like, not a big deal, I just kind of freaked out a little bit. Anyway, Beth found it, and I'm gonna get it back. There was a spare toothbrush, it was in a package, don't worry, a spare toothbrush in a shelter. People have been letting me borrow their toothpaste, so really things have been working out good on that front. Also, last night with my sickness that I was having, I stopped feeling nauseous about 8 p.m. and I could eat again. I slept really well. I feel 100% better. So thank goodness for that. If it was neurovirus going around, I got like the best possible case of it because I just threw up a few times. A lot of people have it a lot worse. And that's all the details I'll go into, but trust me, a lot worse. The salami smells like butt.
Ooh.
But it's gonna taste good.
Butt salami.
You want some? I have a bunch.
I'm gonna write in my journal, me and range 8 butt salami. Yeah.
I made it so pretty until the end.
Aww.
So pumped about this. It's honestly not as exciting as I was hoping, but it's still good.
Can I use your filter?
Crackers in mac and cheese?
With goldfish?
With goldfish?
Bro, are you serious right now? Do you even thru hike?
How is it?
It's 10 out of 10. Perfect amount of crunch, perfect amount of cheese. Perfect amount. The noodles are cooked perfect. Yeah.
I get to try this creation for myself. I'm a little nervous. I'm a big mac and cheese lover. Oh, but it's so good. I can't tell you why, but warm crackers are so good.
And also, Maddie, it feels better to walk like this. I don't know why. Oh, it feels so good. On your calves.
For that short little rainstorm, I just put my umbrella up real quick. What I'm learning is if you hold one trekking pole under your armpit and use the other trekking pole to walk, that works a lot better than trying to fiddle with my strap holder. You know, it used to attach here, but it's, ooh, I'm trying to walk downhill right now. It was just too much to fiddle with. Now I'm learning, maybe I'll keep this umbrella, maybe I won't, but it is way better to hold it than it is to put it in a strap holder. That came out of nowhere. It was really cool though because I heard it before I felt it. And that's kind of a cool nature experience. But at the same time, as cool as that was, my shoes and my shorts are soaked. So uncomfortable. This is really not ideal. But I'm just gotta focus on how cool nature is, not how uncomfortable you are. My shoes and shorts are soaked. I'm walking up a hill. I'm very tired. I'm nervous there's not going to be room at the shelter. And it's just generally not an awesome feeling right now. Kind of makes me question why I'm doing this. But they say don't quit on your bad days. And really, I'm not even close to quitting. I'm just thinking like, why am I doing this? I was trying to be so positive today. I was trying to think about things in the best perspective possible, but you just have to be honest too at some point. Sometimes things really suck.
Sorry guys, we went on.
Man, that view was almost good enough to make me feel better. But I realized I lost my buff, my pink thing that I've been blowing my nose into. And I don't want to live without that, so I'm going back, retracing my steps. Fingers crossed I find it. If not, just another tally on a already not so great day. I went back, like 0.1, 0.2 of a mile. Couldn't find it. It could be anywhere back there. I have to just let it go, I think. It sucks because I've had that for a really long time. I liked it a lot, and also it was super handy. I can always buy another buff, but I just wish I didn't lose that one. Luckily, another hiker found my buff and took it to the shelter to see if anyone was missing it. That evening, Mariposa's mom was visiting. It's always cool to meet family of the tramily, and she brought us cupcakes.
That's gonna like...
Here's the moment I've been dreading this whole time. Putting a dry sock on and putting it into a damp shoe. Most unpleasant feeling. Putting on wet shoes and wet clothes is never fun, but at least they were only damp, not soaked. And at least we have shelters here on the AT, so you can get out of the rain. And at least it only rained in the evening, it didn't rain overnight. So it's not like things re-wetted themselves. And things wet themselves, that makes it sound like they peed. Anyway, last night was really fun because usually in a shelter it's maybe some people you know, maybe some people you don't. But last night it was the other 4 people in the shelter with me were all members of my family. So that was so fun. It's like a sleepover, and it really picked up my mood, you know? I'm thinking a strategy I could use for getting through this rough time is to just coast through the bad times, make it through, and cherish, hyper-focus on the good times. Like, for example, today I'm gonna walk up a lot of hills, and it's gonna suck, but I'll just be thinking, man, last night was so fun. This morning was so fun, waking up and telling my friends my dreams. Some other strategies I've been thinking of. One, if in the future, let's say we can take time travel vacations, why would your future self choose this day to return to? Maybe my future self would come back to hang out with my AT friends and to feel physically able, you know? I'm doing such a cool physical accomplishment every day. Another little mental strategy I thought of was taking problems and flipping them, thinking, why is this a good problem to have? My pack is a little bit heavy right now, more heavy than I would like, but that's a good problem to have because I know I have plenty of food. I have gear that I need that's making it heavy. You know, if it was 0 ounces, I would probably be without anything to survive. Admittedly, sometimes they're just gonna suck, but maybe those little things will make it better. I thought I felt something crawling up my leg. Happens all the time, no big deal. But when I looked, don't want that on me.
Yeah.
Pardon my extreme sweatiness, but look at these tall flowers. They're so cool. I kind of feel like Alice in Wonderland. It's a giant soccer ball. This was Apple Orchard Mountain. Very, very tough climb, but pretty.
I'm gonna do what I have to do. I made it really easy to get up to.
Oops. Since the beginning of the trail, I heard of people having ramen bombs for dinner, and I finally had to try my hand at making one. The way I understand it, you make ramen like normal, add more water, and put in instant mashed potatoes.
So what happens when you have to...
And there you have a ramen bomb.
Do like having a sack in there so I can take like the empties and put it on the out.
My first ramen bomb. I ate about this much of it, maybe half, and I just can't finish it. It's really just the fact that there's mashed potatoes in it. Having this much mashed potatoes is too much to have in a sitting. I haven't liked mashed potatoes by themselves on trail, so I don't like mashed potatoes with ramen in it. I tried, and it wasn't my thing. I managed to keep going for those days, but the exhaustion stayed with me.